Hello and welcome to Brimwood Farm. It's got to be said the farm is a bit of a bomb site at the moment. As winter comes in and obviously all the greenery dies away, it always starts to look a bit bleak, and the amount of mud everywhere can get a little bit much. But also throughout the year things build up and become unorganised, and because I've just moved to site, there's all the stuff that I've had to bring from the house today. So I've been having a nice time cleaning up. Something on this farm that seems to be an ongoing factor is just shuffling crap from one place to another. So originally this was a big dense copse, and a lot of it was cut out to put in the aviaries, and we didn't really know what to do with the stuff at that point. So as we built more and more aviaries, it kind of just got shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and dumped, and it was all dumped down here. And of course this is now the site of our Dunster Homes office. So when we built that, it all had to be shuffled somewhere else. And it's now been shuffled here. And so this, underneath these nettles, is a vast amount of sticks and branches. And I've been clearing out this ditchway again. The amount of rain we had broke my dam, so I need to come and repair it. But look, it washed the bits of dam all the way down. And I've also been cutting back all the shrubbery, and so that needs to be taken away. And I've got all the crap here from moving that all needs to be organised and sorted out. And one thing I was going to do today was start to sort out all of this mess, because the grand plan is to put a goat pen in here. Now I know, I said in the previous video I was going to stop keeping goats, and it's kind of true. I am not going to be buying in any more goats. I'm having a complete break, but I still have got my wethers and my billy, and I want to have them somewhere accessible and safe, because as you know from watching the videos, trying to free range them has been a bit of a nightmare, because they've been getting into things they shouldn't eat, and I've had quite a lot of issues with loss. So I'm going to build them a new pen which is right next to the barn, and the aim is to have 2 indoor units here, cut a door in each of these, and then have a pen that runs out this way and then runs all the way down here, the edge of the barn, and maybe even just around the corner. And the nice thing is I can run electric along the top. I can plug it into the mains, so I never have to worry about the batteries. And my main entrance to come into the farm is here. So I'll basically come into the farm and there'll be a lovely pen of my goats. And if I've got the 2 pens here, I can switch who I let out. So I can let the billy out on some days. I can let the nannies out if I get any more nannies. But I think it'll be a good idea. So I was going to start cutting back, or not cutting back, but moving all of this. However, I hadn't realised quite how nettly it was, and I'm not in the mood to be absolutely stung. So this job is gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on this till the winter's crept in a bit more and maybe killed off some of these nettles and this becomes more obvious. And then to prevent having to shuffle it all over again, I'm gonna take it up to the dead hedge alongside the market garden. It's gonna take time, but at least then it will be done, it'll be gone. And then erecting the pen is going to be fairly simple. Just a case of putting up some stock fencing, running an electric along it, and done. I've got some friends come to see what I'm doing. Hello. What's she done to her? Hey, a quick interruption to let you know that the 2024 Brimwood Farm calendar is now available. I'll drop a link in the description below. I've done a limited print run, so please, if you do want one, head to the website and grab one ASAP, A, before they run out, and B, so I can try and get them shipped to you before Christmas. Now back to the video. That's a bit better, a bit more clean of all of that debris. I am super lucky that I have this barn, but like everything, you can see the good in things, but you can also see the bad in things. So this side of the barn is concreted. So I've got all this lovely concrete down. This side of the barn, not. And you can also see that it's actually on a bit of a dip, so it's actually lower. And because of that, it fills up with water. Now, in a perfect world, of course, I would like to have this side concreted as well. But I can't afford it, it's very expensive. And so instead, I am using the muck from the pigs in the barn to put down on the floor in here. And when I say muck, I mean spent straw, not poop. And the idea is that the muck builds up the base layer. So as water drains in here, at the moment, obviously, if I walk across this bit, I'm walking in the mud. But where I've started to put muck, it's not as muddy. And so hopefully this will all compost down and build up the base layer a bit taller, so the moisture hopefully will then lie underneath. And then the aim is, as I said before, to have the pregnant ewes on this side, take out a partition in the middle of the barn, and then have the bonding pens on the other side. Now, it won't matter that I'm putting muck down, because of course I'm going to put loads and loads of straw on top of that. So the muck at the moment is just to build up that base layer. And then by the time the ewes come in, hopefully it'll be a bit colder, so everything will have frozen. But also, the base layer will be covered, there'll be tons of straw on top, and hopefully then any wee and moisture will just wick away into the ground. Isn't this a thrilling episode of Life on the Farm? Cardboard and muck. I knew you wanted to tune in for that. So I'm going to keep filling this in. And I mean, this is how it is, but this was all over, and you can see now it's already a lot better. I have had a rejig as well. So the goat pens are along the back, and then this is going to be where we have our pregnant ewes. I did actually bring the girls in last night to guesstimate the size. This is way too small. I'll probably bring the hurdle out to maybe midway along this goat pen. So it'll come kind of along here and then across. And then I'm planning to use straw bales around the outside as well. Just flat, just to give them a little bit of wind relief so they can hop down behind them. I don't want to give them too high a fence, because then I won't be able to see in. And also they're sheep. Many sheep lamb out on the hillside. So as long as they've got a little bit of protection and it's snuggled out and it's dry because of the barn, they should be fine. So I'm going to get on with more muck.